Welcome back. Today we're gonna get a bunch of upgrades.
Okay.
So I've done a bunch of prep to get most of these upgrades, so it shouldn't take too long for getting each upgrade, but it's gonna be a lot of cuts going here and there. With the first upgrade, we've got two things to grab in Crystal Peak. The first one, we've been here before, and I chose not to go get it at that point because I don't like the area. It's annoying, but we're finally going to get the upgrade for our down smash magic attack. So last time we were here, we jumped down that hole, we dropped down that hole, but this time we're going to go across.
Okay.
And it's another Shaman hut. And it's got one of these outside of it, which is very useful. Then we go inside. So I came here before, on the way here, because I grabbed a grub from here. There's a grub in here. Because getting him is a little bit tricky sometimes. And go figure, it took me 10 seconds because I was having a good day at that point. But this is why I don't like it. There's these guys in here. There's platforming. It's great. Come on over here where I can deal with you easier. There's these flipping platforms. It's fun. Spikes. It's not actually too bad. It's just not one I really wanted to do on Steel Soul all that much.
Sure.
If I didn't have to. But it's not actually too bad. And I couldn't get him. No, get me up. Because you can take a lot of damage very quickly, as you can see. Because I am not good at platforming. So, not too bad. And then here we go.
Okay.
The grub is way up further over there with some more platforming. But now, there's a snail shaman in here.
Oh.
Free me.
Okay.
I blew her up.
Oh. Well.
Oh well. So now we have Descending Dark, which is actually really, really good because it's way bigger than it was before, way stronger than it was before, and it gives you a lot of iframes. So it's a really good one to use if you're getting stuck with a bunch of enemies in a spot. Alright, and we're back. So we're gonna go and get the next thing from Crystal Peak. So this is an area we haven't been to yet because you either need to sequence break or double jump to get up to that ledge. And I usually just wait till I have the double jump. It's doable before, but I don't feel like it. So yeah, I came in here long enough to grab another grub. So that's why it's on my map, but now they have lasers. But I did not go all the way to the top where the other upgrade was. I missed. Oops. Good thing it's not Steel Soul anymore.
Yeah.
That was very sloppy. It's alright though. Alright, so the grub was in that direction, so we're gonna go up top. So I didn't even need to come down here.
Oops.
Oh well. I shall collect that. I don't feel like going after all of the essence things, so unless we end up needing 20 essence or something for Seer after doing all the dream fights.
Fine.
Yeah, we should be fine. They have lasers. Oh yeah, I already got the Mask Shard. We didn't get it on Steel Soul, but there's like a rematch of the Enraged Guardian, or the Guardian that was sitting on the bench. There's a rematch with him, and he's blocking or he's guarding a Mask Shard. So I already got that while I was prepping. He killed me once, sort of. We killed each other at the same time. Like, I killed him, and then he, one of his attacks just continued to spawn in and got me. That weird audio bug that's
Is that normal?
Yeah, that normally happens. I think it only happens on the PS4 because, like when I've seen
thought
people...
our audio is going wacky again.
Yeah, nah, it's good. I hate you guys. Nah, it's good. It always does that. It also does it at the beginning, like the beginning music when you start a new game.
Okay.
It also has that weird little audio glitch thing. Don't like it. But it seems to happen mainly just on the PS4.
Weird.
Because like when I've seen people do playthroughs that have not been on the PS4, I don't hear it. Could be wrong though. And it's not on like the soundtrack. So we are going very high. We're all the way up here now.
Cool.
So there's a few more platformy things. Crystal Peak is all about the crystal platforming. Yep. There we go. And this is supposed to give you a hint on how you're supposed to cross this. I'm gonna get some soul first, or get some heals first. Whee! And then you run into that guy. So go figure. I don't think there's anything over here. No. I think I'm too hard. Nope. We're good. And now we go out into Hallownest's crown.
Mmm.
So this is a neat little spot. There is an item to get here, but also a very interesting thing to look at. So here's our item. Palor. So now we have 2.
Wow.
And here is the thing to look at. The statue. You can dream nail it. Remember light. So I believe this is where the moths used to live.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I could not remember what that was supposed to be.
So I believe
now I
it
get it.
is where the moths used to live,
Yes.
like Seer.
Sure.
But that's all that's up here is just a statue and then these little houses that seem to be sealed off. Because you can't go in any of them, and then when you come close, there's like little singing lights. And a Palor! Whee! I'd love it if you could just go from here to Dirtmouth.
That would
but
be
you
real
can't.
nice.
It drops you right down here. So, oh well. Yeah, that audio glitch, that's
It's
just
happened a
Crystal
bunch
Peak.
of times. It's just the way it is, yeah.
It's just Crystal Peak.
Okay, well.
Alright, we will see you at the next spot. Alright, next spot. Next spot is we're back in the Infected Crossroads.
Okay.
There is a thing that we could have done ages ago. You can actually access it if you're feeling particularly gutsy. You can access it as soon as you leave the tutorial area. I don't usually do that just because I'm not that good at this fight, but there is a spot here, right here, with a little wall. Oh yeah, it's got one of these guys. And it's mostly just got these gruzzers. And now that it's Infected Crossroads, it's got the big ones.
Okay.
But you can come here from the very beginning, and because there's these spikes, you don't even need the wall jump. You can pogo off the spikes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Uh-oh.
which I'm not good at.
We just started a recording and the dog wants to go outside again. Well, I have got to let the dog out.
Alright, I'll wait here.
She didn't do anything. She just wanted to go outside and stand around and lick snow. Which was what all day yesterday, I think, was like. Where it's just constant in and out. She wants to go for a walk, I think. But it was cold and windy and I didn't want to do it.
Try again. I missed. I'm just gonna wall jump. It's easier. Wait. So yeah, the wall jump makes it easier, but you can pogo on the spikes and get here, like, as soon as you arrive in Dirtmouth. But I don't usually like doing that just because... Oops. Just because it's not a boss I particularly like having to just fight with nothing.
Sure.
But hey, look! A tutorial! I'm not sure why they put that here, because I don't think you're supposed to come and fight this boss at this point. Like, you can, but I don't think you're supposed to. It's one of those things where they gave the option to sequence break, but isn't necessarily... Like, you're not supposed to... I don't think it's supposed to be a boss to, like, put off until your end game like this, either. I usually get to, earlier. Hello, Lily. I see you over here buying
Stop touching stuff. You're trouble. She knows. She does it on purpose.
The Brooding Mawlek. They're not that bad. Yeah.
Well,
it's really challenging if you go too early, but just like kind of nothing if you go this late.
Sure.
But you can get Mask Fragment. If you feel like doing it very early, you can actually leave the Forgotten Crossroads with an entire new mask.
Oh.
So you can get a whole mask before even entering Green Path. And it just takes you right back out to where Cornifer was. So that was that one, and we will see you at the next spot. Alright, so we're going to take a quick stop here. I was going to do this later, but I then realized it's just on the way to what I was going to do.
Then you may as well.
Yeah, so back at the Dung Defender's place, except now that we've beaten all of the Dreamers, he's not here.
Wow.
So now you can go down to this little area. He's sleeping.
He's sleepy! What is this, a fight, basically?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a dream fight. I don't have the best charm setup for it, but we'll see if we can make it work. If it's too bad, I'll just swap out my charms and we'll go from there. So this is a sort of color palette and view that we will see in a little while. We haven't seen it yet, but we'll see it again in a little while. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a familiar spiked thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. So it's basically the same fight, it's just like the other ones, it's a little harder. He gives you lots of healing opportunities. You can't knock him out of the ground anymore, though. I think you can cheese it. I've never managed it, but you can cheese it by just, like, bouncing him in the air when he turns into a ball.
Oh.
I've never managed it, though. Oh, he got me. He got me again. Ah, he knocked me out of it. Well, why you come up in there? I always end up standing right on top of it.
Oops.
Like, I see it, and then I stand on top of it. Oh, a poop hit me. Oh, and then there you go. And then they fade away, and he's sad. Because he was dreaming about him.
Mm-hmm.
You're his voice, right?
I think?
I think you were.
My friends, I will protect our dear kingdom. Have faith in me. We will all meet again. I promise it.
So the neat thing about him is... Oh, hey, we're almost there already. The neat thing about him is he's like Zote, in that you can fight him again.
Okay.
And he gets stronger. So each time he does more and more damage. Unlike Zote, I don't think he gets any new moves. So that's unfortunate. But, and if you can beat him a certain number of times, you kind of like finish his quest.
Okay.
I don't know that we'll do that. If we do, I'm going to do most of it off screen and then just like
Sure.
do the last one. I don't know how I'll do that because they get pretty rough at the end.
Okay.
I've done it once. Actually, I don't think I want to. Maybe I'll just like find a screenshot of what happens later. But each
That's
time you
probably
beat
fine.
him, he says another thing. And then when you've beat him enough times, he wakes up and he'll talk to you and basically say, "Oh, I didn't realize you were here. Like, you're welcome in my home anytime. If you need to take a rest, like take a rest in my home." And then if you leave and come back, he's made another poop statue of you.
Wow.
And it's all cute and gross, but so yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll do that off screen and then just show the poop statue or something, but it's pretty neat. So that's the Dung Defender's dream version, the White Defender. Because, well, you'll see why specifically the White Defender later. Yeah, now on to the thing I was actually heading towards. Welcome to the area with a lot of flukes.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of the flukes. They're a bit annoying. They're... especially these little ones. Really not a fan of them. Because they like to hang out in water, and it's really hard to attack them in the water. They also have very odd, like, just attack patterns.
Okay.
Also, this place can kill you before you even realize it. Especially if you don't have, like, an upgraded nail.
Okay.
It can so easily overwhelm you. I've died here before. They make weird noises. But we are on our way to a boss in here who is... that's fun. So yeah, you can very quickly get overwhelmed by the flukes.
Uh-huh.
Especially these ones. That's like 3 different enemies all at once. So, it's happened to me a few times.
Right.
Like, they're not the worst enemies to deal with, but if I don't have to deal with them, I don't choose to. Also, they're noisy. Hey, another essence. That's awesome. The cool thing is all these little, like, grubby flukes right here.
Okay.
If you need soul, they give you soul. They don't hurt you either. Another essence. I've been getting a lot of essence on this file. Just like at random. Oops, I forgot about you. And another one. Wow. And there I'm full back on soul. So we've been working on a project at the Wildlife Center, and
You haven't talked about that at all, so people probably don't know what you're talking about.
So I started volunteering at a wildlife center, and it's like a rehab for like wildlife, but there's also like some ambassador animals that they use for education. Like they'll take some animals,
wild
like
animals
some turtles,
that for one reason or another weren't able to be released back into the wild, and
yeah. Like there were some turtles that were just like have issues and troubles with their shells and stuff to where they wouldn't survive. So they'll...
Or like someone was keeping them as a pet and it's not appropriate to send them back or whatever.
Yeah. But anyway, I've been doing that, and one of the things we've been doing, we've been working on the last couple weekends, is we're fixing up some aquariums to kind of like swap out what they're like, trying to think of the best way to put that, but basically we're changing it to where it's like making it more natural things for the turtles and snakes that are in there, so it's a more natural environment for them, instead of just substrate and like plastic plants. But one of the things we've been working on is like trying to figure out how to do some like perches for the snake, and we have some like wood from outside that was like a log that was just kind of like sawed into sections, and it had bark on it, and we were like trying to put it into the aquarium, and the bark came off, and there was a bunch of little grubs kind of like these inside, and it's like, well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Alright, now I gotta try and remember how to get to where I want to go. But yeah, that was why I was thinking of it, was because of these grubs. Here's how I want to go. These wonderful, wonderful grubs.
I'm gonna redo this black section in my glove I'm making.
So here's the boss. She's lovely. I forgot to put on the charm setup I like for her, but that is probably okay. Hi. Great start. Great start.
Oh, remember what happened last time I ripped a bunch of stitches out of something? Everything went horribly wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. Because I'm stuck in the water with them.
Oops! Oh, you're clinging to life.
Ah, not there. I got stuck on the wall. That's okay. She's another one that can very easily... Oh no, I'm here. I'll be right back. The problem with the shades is...
This is...
You have to fight them.
Yes.
Alright. Which means sometimes if you die in the middle of a boss arena, the shade will be in the boss arena, and the boss will like start fighting you along with your shade. So, it's great. Alright, attempt 2. Got our shade, got our 20,000 GF. Alright. Okay, that went better. Leave me alone. Okay. So that's Flukemarm. And that's Hallownest. And that's what's left of Flukemarm. A gross little thing.
Yep.
She makes great noises. But that's Flukemarm, that's our charm, and we're gonna see you guys at the next spot. Alright, second to last task. We're gonna get the last, for today, we're gonna get the last pale ore that we need to fully upgrade our nail. And that last pale ore is here in the Coliseum. The second challenge. So hopefully it doesn't go too bad, and hopefully you can end it pretty quick.
We'll see.
It's the reason that I don't particularly like the Coliseum, is they're usually a bit long. But we'll give it a try. I got most of my preferred setup for it, but I've also got the Weaverlings and the Grub Song because they just make it easier to get soul in the middle of these. Also, they do a little bit of passive damage. So, the little bit of passive damage is nice. And clearly, I need help. Alright, you guys deal with her, I'm gonna heal. Thank you. Oops. Off to a great start. It's okay though. So these guys are annoying, but...
Oh, now your spiders are of zero use, huh?
Yeah. So they can get her if they drop low enough, but...
That's not gonna happen, really.
Not normally, no. Where are you? There you are. What hit? Oh, it was the... So these guys, oddly enough, can be a good chance to heal. Because they don't come right after you.
Sure.
The spiderlings are getting it a little bit. This one has a very annoying section. First part down. Another essence. That's crazy. Alright, go fast. I'm not good at dealing with those guys, which is unfortunate. It's like, beat them, but very sloppy. Oh no. They have a grub.
A baby! That can't be right. This guy again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oops.
Except not really.
Yep. Alright, I'm waiting for the annoying part, which I think is after her. Go fast. Yep, here we go. You have to fight on a wall. Which means no healing. Oops.
Oh, well.
That was what I meant to do. So far, so good. So these guys are new. A bit annoying, but also a good chance to heal. Turn around. A little closer, I don't want to chase you. So usually I just use these guys to kind of like chill and take my time and recover.
Yeah.
And try and like not take so long for the sake of recording, but it is what it is. So I don't like trying to jump in platform where they're shooting at all angles. Oops. And I fall. Oops. But it's almost over. There's another essence. This is kind of crazy. Let's go into the... There we go. Not full soul, but that's okay. Alright. This is not the way I like to normally deal with them, but it is what it is. Oops. So these guys are a boss in the Pantheon. They are fun to try and no-hit.
Jeez.
Alright, that went pretty well. And pretty quick. Because that's it.
Okay.
Those are the boss for the second trial. Whee, look at all our geo. It is kind of fun to just go across and have it all jingling.
Vacuum it all up.
Yep. And the actual prize. Pale ore.
Whee!
So now we leave. Oops. I forgot there is still one more thing I want to do here, and it is not the third trial because I'm not doing that one. One day I'll do it on the PS4, but I did it on the Switch and it wasn't a lot of fun and it took forever and it's like, eh.
You don't want to do it, then don't do it.
Yep, but there's one more thing I want to do here in the Coliseum, but I think we will do that next time. So,
See you next time.
see ya.